So next up, hinges. High-end artisan eyewear often uses riveted hinges or decorative torque screws. For rivets, the CNC mill carves a hinge grave, a little recess, and then a pin is inserted and domed to secure it. For sunken hinges, the hinge is heated and embedded into the acetate for a clean, flush finish. So we're talking about hinges. I wanted to give you an example. So this is a pair of Masanagas that I have. I have several pairs, but let's take a look at the Masanagas for a moment. So you can see the hinges in the Masanaga. Hopefully you can see the hinges. But one of the things that might not be obvious, there's a little bit of a cant here. So the edges of the frame are canted outward. So the temple arms are subsequently also canted outward. And not only is that an interesting design and makes for an interesting and flattering shape for the frame front, but it also makes for a much more comfortable, it's one of the reasons why these Masanaga 100s are one of the most comfortable pairs of eyewear that I've ever owned. And it's also why I own several of them. The reason is because if you sort of feel behind your ear at the shape of your head, it also sort of cants outward. And so when they bend the temple arms outward, or they don't actually bend them outward, they attach to the frame front at a bit of an angle. That angle matches what you have behind your ears, which is one of the reasons why it makes it more comfortable. The problem is this introduces some complexity in terms of the design. So let's talk about that for a moment. So one of the things you have to do to make this work is you have to bend the charniers in such a way that even though the temple arms are canted outward, when you close the temple arm, it closes straight like this. So there's a bit of engineering complexity involved in that. And these are all the types of things that you really have to consider when designing the hinges and then attaching the hinges to the frame front and subsequently to the temple arms. Let's go ahead and put the Masanagas back.